Our Region's Business is sponsored by PNC for the Achiever in You. And by Fregasso Financial Advisors. How different could your life be? Fee-based investment management securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Our Region's Business. Innovation, transformation, momentum. Improving our communities and driving technologies that will shape our region for generations. The collaboration that brings vitality, prosperity, and life to living. Stay with us for the coming half hour as we examine in depth our region's business. Now, here's your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, higher education. We'll see what it takes to successfully navigate the challenging path to the bursar's office in today's economy. But first, tallying up the impact higher ed has on communities across our region. And we're not talking just the big research universities like Carnegie Mellon and Pitt. Smaller universities and colleges are having every bit as much of an impact on the redevelopment of core communities across our region. Today we'll focus on Allegheny College in Meadville and Point Park University right in downtown Pittsburgh. Point Park recently cut the ribbon on the latest addition to its academic village right in Pittsburgh's Golden Triangle, an urban corner park at the corner of Wood Street and the Boulevard of the Allies. The park replaced a surface parking lot and provides a green space in the middle of the urban campus. Paul Hennigan is back with us today. He's president of Point Park University. And welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bill. You also.
Yeah, congratulations. Things really brightening up there at the corner of the Boulevard and Wood.
They are, and they're greening up as well.
Yeah, the rationale behind the park, I mean, I guess there was a gas station there originally. It's been a parking lot for a while.
It has. And now that we've expanded across the Boulevard of the Allies from where we were, and we own a lot of property on that side of the boulevard, it's an urban university campus, so most of our space is indoors. With the former gasoline station and parking lot, we saw the opportunity to create an outdoor hub for the campus and the neighborhood. Just a nice green space for people to be able to go outside and hang out.
Well, and it's not just for the university community too, right? There's going to be a restaurant there that'll really serve the whole neighborhood?
That's right. It's meant to serve the whole neighborhood, and that part of town is becoming a nice residential neighborhood. So with the announcement of Osteria 101 coming in March of 2012, it'll be a nice gathering spot for the whole neighborhood.
For folks who haven't been following this too closely, this is part of your overall academic village strategy. You've only been at it for about 3.5 years, but there's been some big expansion and change for Point Park since you started this.
That's right. In the past 3.5 years, we acquired a building at the corner of Wood and Fort Pitt Boulevard that is now an academic building, so it's all classrooms, houses our School of Business. We've also developed 2 more residence halls, so we have a total of 1,000 students living on campus right now.
Wow.
We are cleaning up Wood Street, so we've done all of the sidewalks, new lights and trees, and we'll be repaving Wood Street from Fort Pitt Boulevard to 3rd Avenue. And then with this park now, we believe it's a very clear sign that we're developing an urban university campus.
Well, and it is, and it's really anchoring the third corner of the Golden Triangle. We've had great success over the last 25, 30 years with the Cultural District, the 5th Forbes Corridor, with the PNC building, all the development there. You're sort of in that corner that's still emerging. That's
right. There hadn't been a whole lot of reinvestment in the First Side neighborhood. With everything that went on in the Cultural District, all the good work that the Cultural Trust did there, the work that we're doing now on the other end of Wood Street on the Monongahela side, and then now with what PNC's doing in the middle, Wood Street's coming together, and I think that Wood Street and Market Square will be kind of the social hub of downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you really seem to be paying a lot of attention to what's going on in the community around you. It's a little different than the classic stereotype of sort of the ivory tower university, you know, doing its own thing and that town and gown rivalry. Do you really see the role of the university and the neighborhood interlinked?
Absolutely. There's no other way to do it. The last thing we wanted to do was make enemies in downtown Pittsburgh, and we realized that schools without a good plan and without a good relationship with the community can become a problem. And we want to be good citizens, we want to be part of the community, we want to serve the community, and so from the get-go we've worked very closely with the community to be a good active partner.
And when you think about it too, I've looked at some of the numbers recently, and you look at all the schools in the region, multi-billion-dollar impact on the regional economy and on the communities, obviously, where they are.
That's right. There are 10 schools in the Pittsburgh Council of Higher Education, and when we look at everything that those schools are doing together, the economic benefit with the students and the work of the faculty, the research spin-offs, it's just amazing what the schools are doing.
And so what's next for Point Park? You got your park open, or are you going to stop there now that you have your green space, or what happens now?
No, we have 2 more projects that are on the horizon. One is the Student and Convocation Center. So we've bought a couple of pieces of property on the Boulevard of the Allies just up from the park. One is the former YMCA building. We own that. We're in that building now, and that's our interim student center. And then next door to that are 2 pieces of property that we've acquired, and we will build our Convocation Center on that property and connect it to our student center, so it becomes the Student and Convocation Center, which is a warm, safe place for students to be able to go when they're not in class to study, to do fitness work, to be with other students, clubs and organizations, very much needed on any university campus, and in particular an urban setting. And then we're also focused on the new Pittsburgh Playhouse. We've assembled an acre of property right in the heart of the Golden Triangle on Forbes Avenue, between Wood and Smithfield Street, and that will be the site of the new Pittsburgh Playhouse.
And that's very close, what, to the new PNC skyscraper that's been announced, right?
Right across the street from the new PNC World Headquarters.
Well, I can't think, by the time you get all that done, it's obviously going to take a few years, plus what PNC is doing. That's going to pretty much finish out the Golden Triangle, all the work that's been underway for a generation.
Right. Well, with everything that's in the pipeline, I truly believe that downtown Pittsburgh, within the next 5 years, will be a completely different place.
Well, really exciting. Congratulations to everything that's going on at Point Park University. Paul Hennigan, thanks so much.
Thanks, Bill.
And next up, from the heart of our region to its furthest reaches, the economic impact of higher education cannot be understated, and we'll examine the symbiotic relationship that's been thriving for almost 200 years between Meadville, Pennsylvania and Allegheny College. Stay with us.